Instablog's Ground Report today, we talk about the rising fear of violence in South Africa owing to the closure of refugee camps. Also in today's Ground Report, end is near to Mississippi River rise. Bangladesh wetlands in danger. Increase in homicide in New Zealand. And Frisian Solar Challenge starts in Netherlands. The South African government plans to dismantle the camps within 2 months, and refugees who don't want to go home will be reintegrated into the communities that chase them away. More on this from our CJ from South Africa.
This is Amina Doctor, citizen journalist for Instablogs from South Africa. A spate of attacks against foreigners which broke out earlier this year led to widespread violence during May 2008, leaving thousands injured and 62 dead. The South African government alludes to a third force working behind the scenes to incite violence. It is estimated that there are currently 30,000 immigrants living in refugee camps around South Africa. Conditions in the refugee camps are severe. Whilst harsh weather conditions prevail, only basic living necessities are provided for. Yet refugees living in these camps, under strenuous conditions, with the fear of possible violence looming, say they would rather die in South Africa than return to their countries of origin. This is because South Africa, a country with social and economic problems of their own, still provides a more suitable climate for individual growth than many of our neighboring African states. Over the past few years, many foreigners from countries such as Zimbabwe, Nigeria and Malawi, to name a few, have come to South Africa, where they have found work, started businesses and prospered. With the effects of worldwide inflation and food shortages being felt most severely at grassroots level, a general sense of insecurity prevails.
The water is still well above the banks of the upper Mississippi River, but the residents of both flooded towns and those protected by the sandbags can see an ending. The river is cresting. RCJ reports from US.
This is Rudolph, citizen journalist with Instablogs.com reporting from USA. The swollen Mississippi River burst through yet another levee Tuesday, not endangering any towns but proving to anxious Midwesterners that the high water is still a threat. Water pouring through the new break was expected to swamp only a soccer field and a farm on the north side of St. Charles.
That's why they're beefing them up to meet those projections. And the projections change every day depending on rainfall and where it's coming in from the tributaries.
There had been fears that the water would threaten a nearby mobile home park, whose residents will likely stay dry and did not need to move. The constant pressure of water against overworked levees, the main primary concern.
Owing to the unplanned development, Bangladesh wetlands are in danger. Sinking water table is something that holds a big question mark on Dhaka's future. We go to our CJ for more details.
This is Amira Khanam, citizen journalist for Instablogs from Bangladesh. Bangladesh in recent years has seen destruction of its precious wetlands. The unplanned development has led to encroachment upon the wetlands. The illegal structures and brick lanes along the Buriganga and other rivers around the capital has also destroyed the natural seepage system. The groundwater table is at its lowest. The fast sinking water table will now not only affect the city's future water needs but also create a vacuum in the aquifer, which will also increase the risk factor during earthquakes and could lead to subsidence of the clay soil bed on which Dhaka is simply needed. The economy of the country would be at stake if measures are not taken to save the rivers and wetlands.
At least 1,000 people rails against the rise in violent crime in New Zealand. Increase in homicide incidents, especially the work-related fatalities, has angered the locals. RCJ Byron reports from New Zealand.
This is Byron Clark, citizen journalist for Instablogs.com from New Zealand. Recently, 1,000 people rallied in Manukau City Square in response to the 3 murders that have happened in the past fortnight. The shopkeeper in Manuela was shot during a robbery, an elderly woman was beaten by a home intruder, and another woman was run down with a car after trying to retrieve her handbag from a thief. Some of the protesters held placards calling for harsher sentences and stricter parole laws. Protests like those in Manukau can play into the hands of some powerful interests. Protesters can call for increased state power and target their anger at a scapegoat. Action against workplace fatalities would be different. Workers acting collectively for their interests would increase class consciousness, and improved safety measures would likely impact on the profits of the employers. It's worth asking then, why is our media continually filled with stories about violent crime when the bigger killer is our workplaces?
With global warming, the Dutch might have limited their yearly skating on natural ice, but they now have a fascinating alternative: the world's largest race of solar vessels, taking place along the same historical 200 kilometers of 11 Frisian cities. 6 days later, we will know who the winners are, reports our CJ Rob from Netherlands.
This is Rob, a citizen journalist from the Netherlands, reporting for Instablogs. A famous skating competition tour held in Friesland, one of the northern provinces in the Netherlands. As a result of the climate change, we see more warm winters nowadays, and many people already believe that we will never experience the tour again because of global warming. There is, however, a fascinating alternative: the world's largest race of solar vessels, the Frisian Solar Challenge. Around 50 teams of mainly universities and specialist companies from Europe participate in the event. Participants must complete the route in 6 days using self-developed solar boats. But the greatest challenge is to show that you do not need to live in a tropical country to be able to generate and apply solar power.
If you want to report anything that has gone unnoticed near your location, you can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's it from the Ground Report team for today. We'll get back to you tomorrow with new updates. Goodbye.